Hello everybody, my name is Piotr. Welcome to another episode of the Sitrep podcast. Today I'm joined by Arek.
Hello.
Hello Arek, and we are going to play a game of Team Yankee, 75 points, French forces versus Syrians. So basically the French, but Arab. And what we are playing today is breakthrough, because I chose to maneuver, Arek chose to attack. And we have already deployed. The scenario works like this. I deploy in one quarter and the second quarter of the table. Arek attacks from here and has to take two objectives that are being placed by him over here and over here. His reserves come from this side of the table. He has to take the objective at turn 6 at least. And I do not have to contest the objectives until then. So that is why none of my forces are placed at or near the objectives. When it comes to my list, I'm playing the French recon, 75 points, as I have mentioned earlier, and I have 8 AMX-10 RC. So the remote controlled cars with great guns, or as the Allo guy said, a small tank with a big gun. Have 8 VAB Mephisto, so anti-tank APCs, so to speak, and a platoon of infantry, 4 gazelles with 20mm guns in order to kill his anti-aircraft and artillery units, 3 artilleries, and basically I believe that's it when it comes to my force. When it comes to my reserves, the gazelles, artillery, 4 Mephistos and 4 AMX-10 RCs are in reserves, and 1 platoon of AMX RCs is in ambush. Now Arek, on to you.
So I have force of 2 formations. One formation is a wheeled infantry list with minimal platoons. One have added Milan rocket anti-tank guided missiles. The second has a Sager anti-tank guided missiles team. In this list, in this infantry force, I have also my 3 spandrels tank hunters. My artillery, it's 6 2S1s Gozdika. This is for the infantry list. In the second thing is the T-55 tank battalion, in which I have HQ in 1 T-55, platoon of 7 T-55s, platoon of 9 T-55s with bazooka skirts, 4 Shilkas, and I think this is it. And for the support I have 3 more Spandrels, 3 Grats, 4 Gazelles, and a BRDM-2 platoon. Everything from my forces on the table, apart from 1 platoon I have to have in delayed reserves, which I choose to take the BRDM-2 in, because I cannot use the spearhead rule in this mission.
Okay, cool. So Arek force is deployed over here. Everything is packed up in a great Team Yankee parking lot in this quarter of the table. When it comes to my units, here is the infantry platoon holding this building, and some ruins over here. The transports are located behind this building. They are to block and try to destroy some of his troop transports if they manage to live through the first turn. And my AMX-30 tanks and Mephisto platoon is positioned behind this tree line, waiting for him to come and try to kill as much as possible. So we will see you guys after the first turn.
Okay, so my first turn went quite smoothly and fast.
Yep.
I pushed all my tanks within this flank with the big platoon and the HQ. Small tank platoon pushed here with the follow me, because he couldn't dash closer to his transports. I dashed the transports here, this transports here, infantry moved here with a successful follow me to press this flank if it wants to give some fire support on my flank. BMP-1 stayed go to the ground in case he wanted to show himself through the tree line. My spandrels went for the sides to maybe get some position to shoot. My shilkas positioned centrally to give anti-air cover to my whole force. And there weren't much of shooting. I tried to range my longer smoke artillery then, but I failed. The Grads succeeded, so I got off some of the line of sight to my advancing forces. And the only shooting I did, apart from the artillery, were the gazelles, hitting one of the mixes and burning the crew alive.
Yep, that was sad. In my turn, I didn't roll for the immediate reserve, so it didn't come, but I managed to roll the aircrafts. And my aircrafts came over here. I tried to range in at this position, catching all his shilkas, spandrels and 9 of his tanks under the template. So some bomblets could be dropped over there and destroy as many units as possible. I also revealed my ambush, AMX-10 RCs. They came over here at a hull down position and started shooting at his tanks first, bailing 2 and killing 1, because I didn't roll high enough. Apart from that, my VAB transports moved over here and shot at his BTR-60s, managing to bail 2 and destroy 2 of them. After the successful shooting, I used the shoot and scoot order in order to get back with my RCs. But first, before that, my Mirages came, as I said at the start. Arek, despite 24 shots from the Shilkas, some shots from his infantry, anti-manpacks, and some of his tanks, 50 cal tanks, managed only to shot down one of my Mirages, and they successfully dropped their deadly ordnance on his units, killing 3 of the 4 Shilkas, so hopefully the platoon will disengage now. 1 of the spandrels and bailing 2 of the tanks and killing 2 more, I believe.
Yeah.
Sadly, the company commander lives on. And that's what happened in my turn. See you after turn number 2.
Okay, so I continue to push forward with my T-55s to get some pressure on the French. I put most of my tanks in the field, some on the hill to try to 50 cal his aluminium armor tanks.
French armor, not aluminium. French armor.
I dismounted my infantry and advancing the center. I failed a follow me order. This infantry also moved and successfully followed me. I moved the PTR with dash. I tried to position my spandrels in the forest to get overwatch position, but got bogged down despite the despite crosshair order. I moved the BMPs after the dismounting here to shoot at the VABs.
Killing all.
Later. I failed a blitz on the spandrels to see his IMX-10s. I got the Shilka to still be close to my commander because it's the last one I've got. It passed its morale test. With my shooting there weren't a lot. I destroyed with one salvo the whole VAB platoon. I managed to kill one of the VABs with 50 cal.
IMX RCs.
Yeah, and I failed all the rest. I didn't change my artillery and I didn't hit a single thing with my hot helicopters.
They are not so hot, actually. So, this was Arek's turn. In my turn, I finally managed to roll some reserves, and I came in from this corner with 4 AMX-10 RC cars, which might sound kinda suicidal, but thanks to it, we shall see what happened later. After that, I successfully rolled for my air force to come again, and they managed to stay over here in order to hit this concentration of units that is over here, and pushed my Mephistos back in order not to get assaulted next turn. Sadly, they could not shoot because if I did the blitz order, it wouldn't help me because I would be still in range of his infantry. But they are safe for now. And let's accentuate it once again for now. My tanks moved to the tree line in order to try to kill some infantry and for most importantly pin it. I managed to destroying, I believe, 3 infantry squads, but sadly not the Milans and not the RPGs, so probably my tanks are toast next turn. We shall see if he manages to unpin and hit, because it's not so simple while you're playing Syria, but my AMX 10 RCs that came from here managed to destroy T-55 tanks, 3 of them. These guys added 3 more kills, killing 2 over here and 1 over here. So Arek started with 70 T-55s, 17, and now he is down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So 10 down, 7 to go. We shall see how it goes. And after shooting, I shoot and scoot over here behind the ruins, trying to hide a little bit and doing some defensive maneuvers. However, my Mirages came, as I said at the beginning. They were positioned over here and managed to range in after one of them got shot down with his anti-aircraft fire by a 50 cal machine gun from one of the T-55s. They ranged in, managed to practically wipe out each and one of every of his BMPs. 4 of them got destroyed, 4 of them got bailed out, so we shall see if he manages to, get in. His Shilka got bailed, and I believe I managed to destroy one of your tanks?
No, you bailed it.
I bailed one of the tanks.
No, you failed to bail it.
I failed to bail this one, so it was not a bad turn for the French, but there is still a lot of Syrian forces on the field, so we shall see how it goes, and see you after turn number 3.
Okay, so what about the movement? There were not a lot of movement. I didn't unpin the infantry, so it was a good call to pin them. So I now cannot use my anti-tank guided missiles, but they managed to dig in. I move forward with my infantry to push the objective. BTRs move on the flank to threaten the infantry. Rest of the staff didn't move a lot. I moved some of the T-55s to try to engage the IMX RCs in the field, which I know would be hard, but I had to. So this was about movement. I moved one of the Spandrels, the last one blocked again, moving. With all the shooting from my part, with all the rockets, I managed to destroy all of the IMX-30s. With the tanks, I managed to destroy, and rockets, but the rockets missed. I destroyed 2 of the IMX-RCs. I didn't hit any of those IMXs. And this concluded most of my turn. Artillery didn't range again at anything.
Yeah, so Arek has some problems with the artillery. On my part, I managed to roll 2 reserves, and I got the Gazelle 20mm helicopters, which came over there in order to destroy his hot Gazelles. Then I took the artillery, and it came over there. They moved in order to hide. They have some MGs, so they can protect more or less the Mephistos. When it comes to another movement that I made, I moved the infantry. They chose to move from this position over here to try to secure the objective, or at least contest it in the next turn, but as we were talking with Arek, it might be a little bit of a late move, but we should see how it plays out. We're still at the bottom of turn 3. So still 3 turns for me to try to contest the objective and Arek to seize it. Shooting. When it comes to shooting, infantry shot at Arek's infantry, managed to kill, I don't know, 2 or 3 stands?
3 stands.
3 stands and some RPGs, so that's good for my armored vehicles, if we can call this armor shit armor. Gazelles shot at Arek's Gazelles, managing to destroy 2. And another one was destroyed by a volley of missiles from my Mephistos, so he has only 1 left. We shall see if he will stand on the ground or will he take it away next turn. And then I also moved my RC cars from this hiding spot over here, so they can support these 2 over here. And with some not as bad but not as good as I would like shooting. I managed to destroy 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks, got one bailed. So it looks like this: 1 tank in this platoon, 1 tank in this platoon, and it is also bailed. And the company commander. So sadly, Arek will have some rerolls, but with a little bit of luck from the dice lady, we will be able to make the Syrians run away from the field. So we shall see how it plays out in turn 4. See you then.
Okay, so in my turn we continue to exchange shots with the IMXs. I managed to destroy... I didn't manage to destroy any of them, only bailed one with my Shilka. But my BMPs managed to destroy 2 of IMX tendencies on this side. Here the infantry which moved got all the hell loose on them. My infantry with the AKs and my Grets finally managed to reign somewhere, and I destroyed the whole platoon except for 1 team. My BMPs to 2 RCs, they didn't unpin again. I moved 2 of my spandrels, 1 took a shot which missed on the RCs. I noticed that my tank battalion is nearly depleted, so I move for the remaining HQ and 1 tank here. And both followed me to try to get some safety and hoping that this platoon will fail a morale check. I got my BTRs on the table back from this infantry to maybe support the infantry next turn and chase some spandrels that we will see. And I got my gazelles off the table to not risk losing them next turn from the gazelles. And this concluded my turn.
This concluded his turn. He basically wiped out whole of my infantry because when I was checking the morales, first of all, I managed to get into the bailed out RC and then pass the morale test. Also passed the morale test on this one last guy standing over here, and did not pass sadly the morale test on the last LRAC team that was hiding in the ruins, so they fled in the battlefield. Then I rolled for then my last reserve came, and the platoon of Mephistos, they are positioned over here, hiding it behind the wrecks, and going to try to destroy some artillery, hopefully next turn, or something else that will get inside. However, in my movement, I moved one of the RCs out of the field and trying to hunt down the last tank of the platoon, but didn't manage. I failed the shooting. This guy managed to destroy the Shilka, so that was nice.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I should end the turret, but I will do it next time because it's not working too well, and I'm afraid of breaking the model. Over here, this guy shot back at this BMPs, managed to destroy 1, and then shoot and scooted away over here. Artillery tried to destroy some Syrian infantry. They ranged in and managed to destroy, I don't know, 3 teams of infantry, so not bad, especially that some of them had bulletproof cover of sitting in the ruins. And my Gazelle helicopters destroyed a whole platoon of Grats. My airplanes that came tried to destroy the Gozdiks, but did not manage to make a morale check for Arek next turn by destroying only 2 and bailing 2, so still 2 will remain, even if he not manages to get the crews into the vehicles. So no morale check for him next turn over here. Basically, I believe the game is over for the French, but we shall see how many more vehicles can I destroy next turn, if I will be able to, and if Arek won't break my formation. So see you in a short while. Okay.
So in my turn, I advanced my BTRs and BMPs. Some of them stayed behind to shot the IMX in the field. I tried to hide my battalion commander. My artillery decided that it's so pathetic at ranging him that it's better to try to get some pot shots in the direct fire on the IMXs because I'm running out of steam. And and this was not a lot of movement. My infantry again didn't unpin. I got my first and only reserve, and I advanced to shoot on the artillery because it was pouncing on my infantry, which started to hurt. My idea was to force a force morale check. I was close, but it didn't work out, you will see. I managed to destroy one of the mixes with a direct shot from the artillery for the Gwozdika. The second one was bailed with a rocket hit. I managed only to bail one of the C cars, twice I think.
Yeah.
I managed to destroy one of the artillery pieces and bail the second one, which was good. I didn't hit a single shot to the HQ with my BTRs, and this was my turn.
Okay, since I don't have much left on the battlefield, I try to do my best, and this is how it played out. My airplanes came, that's for sure, but first I did not pass the morale check over here, so this one left AMX-10 ran away. This guy managed to get into the RC and then pass the morale check without need to use the reroll from the commander. Sadly, this artillery did not get in, but they hold their ground and they are still in the game. When it comes to shooting, the artillery pounded the infantry even more, killing 2 infantry stands, 3 infantry stands. So within 2 turns it managed to kill 6 infantry stands, I believe. The airplanes managed to destroy some of Arek's units, 1 artillery, then bail out to one spandrel and 1 of his tanks, so his company commander. Over here I managed to destroy 1 BMP and bail another one, and basically my helicopters managed to kill 1 BMP, 2 BMPs, and destroy 1 of the spandrels, and the Mephistos shooting at the spandrels managed to bail 1 and destroy another one. So Arek will have a lot of morale checks this turn, and we shall see how it plays out. So see you after turn 5.
So in my 5th turn I advanced all my shit which was still alive, and I managed to destroy the last IMX and the company commander, breaking the French force.
Yeah, and this is the end. We are not going to play anymore because actually we cannot. And I think it was quite a nice game. Despite the overwhelming Syrian forces, the French stood up and managed to really destroy a lot of stuff. If you would count the points, it would be 6-3 for Arek, because I managed to destroy 4 of his platoons. 3 platoons. But a small success is that there's only 1 tank left from his 17 tanks. Artillery did its part, that's nice. Sadly the tanks got destroyed pretty fast, and this opened Arek the road to this objective. And I must say that this infantry of mine that moved a little bit too late, that's why he managed to destroy everything so easily, because they were in the open, but it was one turn in which he managed to destroy a whole platoon of infantry. So I don't know if it was a little bit of luck. Arek wasn't rolling spikes when it comes to hitting, but I was rolling really poorly when it comes to saves, because I was rolling only 1s and 2s. So Lady Luck wasn't smiling at me. And that's it for my part. Would you like to add something, Arek?
No, it's mostly like this, and one thing we have to mention is that Piotr was really close to breaking my tank formation, in which case this infantry would run out and I wouldn't have anything on the objectives, and this would be maybe a draw or even a loss for me, if it would pan out this way.
So yeah, the French were trying, but as usually they failed, so to speak. But it was a really good game and it was close. Despite this, how it looks on the table, because there are almost no French units left, only I believe 4 Mephistos, no 8 Mephistos, so no Mephistos died, and 2 artillery vehicles,
and this is a
and one RC. this all here is practically destroyed Syrian units. So a lot of them died. I believe, I don't know, like 75% maybe of your force got decimated in here, and there were a lot of this stuff. So thanks again, Arek. Hopefully we will see you at another battle report soon. And bye bye. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks, guys.